Eyewitness News is your local election headquarters, and one day after record voter turnout, Rhode Island is riding the blue wave.
And as we were the first to report last night, it's another 4 years for Governor Gina Raimondo. She defeated challengers Alan Fung and Joe Trillo, taking home 53% of the vote. And tonight, we're hearing from our political analyst about how she won and what she'll do in the next 4 years.
Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh is live at the State House with why Governor Raimondo will also have a large national presence this year. Kate?
Well, Mike and Shannon, Governor Raimondo can focus solely on state issues now that all of that campaigning is behind her. Her staff earlier today told us she wasn't available today for an interview because she was busy in budget talks. But as you said, in the next 4 years, she may have more of a national presence as well. A blue wave has washed over the Ocean State. Rhode Islanders voted Democrat in every federal and statewide office, including Governor Gina Raimondo, who took nearly 53% of the vote.
We were looking for validation from Rhode Islanders to this new approach, and they clearly said, keep doing what you're doing, Governor.
And she gave the voters a reason not to vote for the Republican candidate. Again, this is a very blue state. In a place like Providence, Pawtucket, you give them a reason not to vote for the Republican because of Donald Trump. That's all you need. Eyewitness
News political analyst Joe Fleming explained since term limits prevent the governor from running for re-election for a third term, she'll spend the next 4 years focusing on state issues.
I think you're going to see her continue what she's doing. She's going to talk about the infrastructure, the bridge and roads. I think she's going to do a big push on education, trying to help the education. I think she's going to try to finally clear up the UHIP problem, the DCF problem.
But Governor Raimondo also has a national role as chair of the Democratic Governors Association.
She can go around, spend time around the country, not being so much concerned about home because she's not running for re-election.
Fleming said that while some may critique her for being out of state from time to time, technology now allows her to still stay focused on the issues. And speaking of heading out of state, Congressman David Cicilline, who won his re-election last night, is headed to Washington, D.C. early next week. New at 6 o'clock tonight, find out how he may raise Rhode Island's profile on the national stage if he wins an upcoming election down there. Live in Providence, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.
At 6, your local election headquarters is looking ahead to what's next for Rhode Island Democrats following their big victories yesterday.
Congressman David Cicilline is aiming to be a part of the leadership when Democrats take control of the House in January. Eyewitness News reporter Kate Walsh talked to him today. She joins us live from the mobile newsroom with that interview. Kate?
Well, Mike and Shannon, Congressman David Cicilline may have won re-election here in Rhode Island last night, but his campaign season isn't over just yet. He's running for a leadership position in Washington, D.C. within the next month or so, and we found what that could mean for Rhode Island. The tide has turned for the House of Representatives. Democrats have now taken the majority, and with that means new opportunities for our congressional delegation.
What we learned in this election is when Democrats talk about the priorities of the American people with real solutions and a commitment to get things done, we win.
Congressman David Cicilline is now campaigning to be Assistant Democratic Leader, the 4th highest ranking Democrat in the House. He credits his work on a leadership committee writing the Democrats' agenda for the party's victories nationwide.
It was based in part on this very successful agenda that we developed that really spoke to the urgent needs of the American people, lowering health care costs, lowering the cost of prescription drugs, really seriously raising family incomes by investing in rebuilding the infrastructure of our country.
Eyewitness News political analyst Joe Fleming explained what that position would mean for Rhode Islanders.
That's going to help Rhode Island because it's going to be a strong leadership position to get things for the state.
Congressman Jim Langevin also won re-election last night, as did Senator Sheldon Whitehouse. Senator Jack Reed was not up for re-election this year. Live in Providence, I'm Kate Walsh, Eyewitness News.